panties and pantalons. I don't know what that was. Welcome to Forza Horizon 4 Lego Speed Champions, which is a very long name, isn't it? But it doesn't feel that long, which is very strange indeed. Anyway, so we have the F40 here. Now, I have the McLaren Senna, and I have basically all three, so far that we know of, cars in the Lego expansion. And I've been playing this for the past while. I've got almost 3,000 bricks. And essentially, I just wanted to make this video today to tell you that this DLC, this expansion, is the best Forza experience that I've experienced. I'm going to start off today's video by painting my Ferrari, because I know for a fact that if it's red, people will see that it is possibly just a screen grab from a trailer. Now, unfortunately, you can't actually change the color to anything other than what they have set themselves. I'm set on one of these two blues. Oh, yes. We can't put a carbon hood on, but we can put a black. Are there carbon Lego bricks? I'm sure someone out there has given us that. Hang on a second. We can change up the wing a little bit. I'm going to make that black as well. Wheels, can't change them. Windows, it has a window. Designing of the cars is a little bit limited, as you can see. Hang on, no, I think it's just glitched. For some reason, it's based on size as well. Anyway, we're going to throw on the Black Panther sticker. There we go. By the way, you can get this. So link down below in the description, you already know. And we're out in the free roam. Now, first things first, there is one main reason why I'm enjoying this expansion a heck of a lot more than basically anything else that Forza has released thus far, other than the festival playlist. I'd say that's also a great addition, is this menu right here. Now, this menu allows you to jump in and see what you need to do, and you can pin an objective on your screen, or it'll mark an event for you to go to get Lego bricks to build your house. Normally with Forza, there's nothing to really work towards. You're not working towards doing anything. There was the old festival expansions that you used to be able to do, but this feels a bit more personable. As you can see, I've mostly been doing the stunts, because that's mostly what I prefer to do, and I've mostly done just doing the stunts. I've done a couple of races, but other than that, that's it. Along the bottom, you get these 100 brick options, which are from unlocking all the separate ones. Essentially, the menu ties everything together really, really well. A second up would be the fact that it's the F40 in Lego, and it sounds absolutely incredible. I don't know what they've done to it, but it sounds amazing. The cars do look a little bit funky, but that's probably just because they look really tall. I think that's the only difference. They're about as wide as normal cars, but they're really tall. But again, it's Lego, right? They're not making them to look like real cars. I do kind of wish there were some of those Lego Technic cars. That would be pretty sweet. But here you go. Here's an example. Here's a Mini Cooper, the only thing that drives around. As you can see, this is pretty tall. The Mini is even taller because it has roof stuff. But this leads us on nicely. I need to collect those, actually. So I'm going to... See? It's distraction gameplay. This area right here is one of my absolute favorites. It is possibly the best city they have built. And I know that sounds really stupid because it's a Lego city, but there's just something about it that feels fun. It feels alive. The roads, I think it's the road sizes. They're small. They feel like UK roads should be, and I like that quite a lot. Not that there are many events that really make use of the whole city all the time. For example, we're now back on the Forza roads in the middle. It's like a fake city has been propped up, which does confuse me as to why they have normal roads and then Lego roads at the same time. And I'd say that there's real trees at the side of the road with fake trees. But that takes us on to what I like about the map. The map itself. The newly designed map, super, super nice and useful, but not just how the map is as a menu, how it works in general, how it's pieced together. So if you zoom in here, zooms in and shows you more intricate details. Up here, for example, a racetrack, zoom in, more intricate detail. And I've got to say, the areas on this map already a million times better than what they've done normally. I've personally not really been using the Lego cars, if I'm totally honest with you. I've been using the F40 since I got that, but other than that, I've been using real cars. Now, this area is one of my favorite. It reminds me a lot of Burnout Paradise, and honestly, you could get away with this not looking like Lego whatsoever. If you remove the Lego, you can go around and smash it up if you want to. If it really bugs you that much, just break it up. It'll eventually despawn. It's not despawning, but you have this amazing stunt area that generally is not a thing on Forza. They don't have big stunt areas like this. I think the last time we had an area like this properly, I mean, there is one in the base game, but it's nowhere near as fun as this. I think the last time was probably the containers on Horizon 2. This And again, you can break absolutely everything. So I feel like not much breaks your momentum, you know? And I just got some bricks from doing that there. There's a lot of gameplay that just... I thought that was going to be a speed boost one. There's a lot of gameplay in here you just wouldn't get with the base game. The Lego kind of makes them go, you know what? Let's allow them to have a bit more fun than they usually do. And they've done that pretty well, I would say. This area, again, definitely one of my favorites. Not my favorite, but one of my favorites. Here we go. Real trees and Lego trees mixed in. Anyway, this is my second favorite area, I would say. A proper airfield. It just feels more real than the actual Forza airport. I don't know what it is. It's probably because the planes aren't massively made of Lego. They're, you know, somewhat roundish and real plane looking. But again, this is a cool area here. You can play kind of a game of bowling with some of these. There's a lot of extra gameplay that's kind of hidden away that normally you wouldn't find in an area like this, just because of the fact that the Lego, I think, makes them make it more fun. And also, because you're trying to collect these all the time, these little objectives, it makes you explore the area a little bit more. And they're not like your normal objectives where they disappear once you've collected them. They just keep respawning. You've just got to hit 500 of them, I think it is. So you're always trying to hit them in any location you can find. But again, the airport, definitely, my car feels massive. Again, it's kind of supposed to. The scale is way off in this area, but it kind of works. And so we arrive at my favorite area of the map. I haven't actually got on this road, so I'm going to drive down it very quickly. This area, it doesn't look like Lego at all, really. There's Lego people, there's Lego signs, but other than that, it's a proper full-on racetrack in Horizon. And I have usually been one to prefer Horizon massively over Motorsport, but this just takes the darn cake. Again, distraction gameplay, I want to get all those roads, you know. The handling just allows for more free kind of movement, if you will, compared to the Motorsport games. But my friends, this has got some of the best drift zones I have ever seen in my life. The way they said the last expansion had, oh, an amazing drift road, it really wasn't that great. This is my favorite road on this game now. Look, it's just perfect. They've even put a drift event on here because they know for a fact that people are going to do some skids on it. I went off the track a little bit here, but this bank here, oh mate, it's just so good. It's so well designed, so well thought out, and they knew, they planned for this to be a proper drift course, because I just got the objective there. Don't mind me just driving through the pits. Got some bricks from driving through the pits and discovering. Discovery ones are pretty sweet as well. But again, this doesn't look too Lego-y to me, personally. This could pass as a real pit area, stands, you know. But now it's time for my absolute favorite part of this. We're gonna go in the Apollo as well, because that's a recent boy that needs to stretch its legs. I put anything goes, and there's a Focus RS parked right next to me. That sounds very unfair, but anyway, let's go. This is probably my favorite part of the whole expansion. Not just the fact that this race exists itself, but this loop, this track, it's not too wide. It's so weird because the scale, again, is completely off. The scale fits more that of a normal UK road almost, but would have, yeah, this would be both sides of the road. And it's perfect for racing on a loop like this because you've got to pass. Again, I should have put the difficulty a little bit higher, but these two boys are not letting me pass. I've got to squeeze on through a little bit. I'm going to mess someone up. He's going to try and cut in. I decided to brake there. I really didn't need to. You can do this mostly flat, and it's so freaking cool. You can just get up to breakneck speeds flying through here so quickly. It's unbelievable, to be honest with you. I just never thought I would be having this much fun on a racetrack in a Forza game. I'm having so much fun doing things that I never thought I would want to do on a Forza game. It's added... Think of it this way. If you like the Lego expansion or not, that's up to you to decide. You can say it's kiddie, you can do whatever. You don't even have to use Lego car. Did you see a Lego car in this race? I don't think so. But the fact is, when we play with certain areas in this game, when we play certain events, it's going to let them know. It's going to show them what people are doing in the game. The more you do something, the more they can see it. The more they see it, the more in the next game you can get the expansion you want based on if a million people are drifting, if a million people are, for example, doing this looped event over and over again because they enjoy it so much. This expansion is going to allow them to see 170k exactly what the community wants because it has so many different varying areas. Oh, I just got 50 bricks. That's all. Like, the only reason I'm doing an extra event. I want to get all the bricks. I mean, not all the bricks, but I mean, I do. I want to get enough bricks to upgrade my house a little bit more. It's weird, isn't it? Playing on a track on this game is so much fun at the same time. My cars are just not made for the track. They're made for the road. And you can clearly tell that. And there we go. We have got now the ability to build the football pitch, which leads us on to the final reason, well, in this video, as to why I am very much enjoying this expansion. Let's get this house upgrade. Wait, it's already there. I thought they were supposed to drop it in. Come on! That's cheeky. But no. The upgrading of your house, it just feels rewarding to have the ball. They've removed the ball! That would be the whole point of having this football. Again, there's actually a better football area. It still isn't perfect. Don't get me wrong here. It's, for example, still doesn't have a proper story. The characters are just as annoying as ever. There isn't a whole lot to this expansion. I mean, once I've built this house, there's not going to be much else for me to do except, you know, drive around the map, which is quite small, so I would have driven around it a lot very quickly. But in terms of a Forza game, this has impressed me so much. I've played it more than I've played any of the Forza expansions so far. I played quite a bit of Hot Wheels because that was very creative too. But this is, well, it's much better structured in terms of progression and rewards. But I think, other than that, we're done, ladies and gents. I'd love to know your thoughts down below. Do you like the Lego? Do you not? Do you agree with my opinions? Did you dislike the idea of the expansion, but then played it and enjoyed it just like I do? Let me know. Be sure to smash like, subscribe if you are new, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.